Members of the Indian diaspora and Jamaican community peppered the property of India House in Kingston, Jamaica in January in celebration of the nation's Republic Day. The auspicious day is a national holiday in India, commemorating the implementation of the Constitution of the Republic of India and the country's shift to becoming a republic on January 26, 1950. India and Jamaica have had a long-standing history, with the Indian community being incorporated in all aspects of our society, from business and production to parliament, and the celebration of such a monumental day here on the island further cements their bond.
We are joined by His Excellency Mr. Joshi, the Indian High Commissioner, who paid a visit to the Senate this morning. I don't have to tell you about the importance of the relationship between our two countries, and he was pointing out that they celebrate the 180th anniversary of the arrival of the first Indians to Jamaica. So I just crave your indulgence to allow me to introduce him to the Senate and to acknowledge his presence here. Thank you.
PBCJ now brings you coverage of the events, from speeches from specially invited guests and traditional performances to a one-on-one with the Indian High Commissioner to Jamaica. I'm Raquel Robinson, and this is Agenda Jamaica.
भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है।
समझ सको तो समझो दिल भर जानी, जितना भी तुम समझोगे उतनी होगी हैरानी। हम लोगों को समझ सको तो समझो दिल भर जानी, जितना भी तुम समझोगे उतनी होगी हैरानी। अपनी छतरी तुमको दे दे कभी जबर से पानी, कभी नए पैकेट में बेचे तुमको चीज पुरानी।
My special thanks to the chief guest, the Senator, the Honorable Kamina Johnson-Smith, for gracing this occasion, and for all dignitaries and distinguished people for joining us in this beautiful evening in Kingston, in Jamaica, in the land of wood and water. At the outset, I also take this opportunity to express gratitude to Governor General, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen, for his continued patronage and support for a strong India-Jamaica relationship. Distinguished guests, today, 1.4 billion people of India celebrate Republic Day with joy and pride, as the enactment of our Constitution in 1950 happened on this very day. The Constitution is a living document because civic virtues such as justice, liberty, equality, fraternity have been part of our moral compass for millennia, much before our independence from the colonial rule. The Constitution provides the ultimate foundation to our collective identity as Indians. It binds us together as a family and is a testament to India's strength in unity, in diversity. These 75 years of India have been a period of proud transformation. The vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi is of an Atmanirbhar Bharat, a self-reliant India. And we have entered into a period of, as we say, Amrit Kal, which is a period of transformative growth. A period from 2022, starting 2 years before, till 2047. That is when we have visualized India to become a developed economy with an estimated $30 trillion of gross domestic product. And this is a new era where India will be and is already entering into an era of artificial intelligence, electric vehicles, space exploration, electric semiconductors, green hydrogen, and unicorn startups, rapidly rising every next day. India is about International Solar Alliance Initiative, Coalition for Disaster Resilience Infrastructure Initiative, and Global Biofuel Alliance initiatives which are being set up at global stage with its key partners. In the past 75 years, India has emerged as Vishwa Bandhu, which we call as a friend to the world. In today's interconnected world, India emphasizes partnership rooted in our global philosophy, anchored in philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which we call as one earth, one family, one future for all. We are engaged equally with multilateral organizations and regional organizations globally, such as the Quad, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, the BRICS, the G7, the G20, and the Global South at the same time. Our development partnership as of today has extended lines of credit to over 600 projects across 78 countries. We have emerged as one of the first responders in humanitarian relief and aid. Distinguished guests, when it comes to our bilateral relations with Jamaica, they are deeply rooted in historical and cultural linkages. Similar to Jamaica's identity of out of many, one people, India's ethos are also based in unity in diversity of numerous cultures, races, ethnicities, languages, and so on. The 70,000 Indian origin Jamaicans and another 5,000 or so Indian diaspora residing in Jamaica form a strong people-to-people bridge between India and Jamaica. The Blue Mountains of Jamaica, famous for coffee, have an exact counterpart in India in our Nilgiris Mountains in the south. And Nilgiris translates into Blue Mountain. There also coffee and tea is grown in abundance amongst various other plantations. For over 2 centuries, Indians have contributed immensely in Jamaica's development as Indian doctors, teachers, professors, leaders, IT engineers, and businessmen and traders. The intermingling has been such that Jamaica's rich cultural heritage carries all Indian overtones and flavors in its culture, rich cuisine, rich music, and dance. The enigmatic Rastafarians of Jamaica have spiritual and philosophical roots in Indian thought. 10th May in Jamaica is celebrated as India Heritage Day annually. And this year, in 2025, we will be celebrating this year as the 180 years of arrivals of Indians in Jamaica. The visit of Prime Minister Andrew Holness to India in October 2024 was historic, as it was first bilateral visit by a Jamaican Prime Minister. The visit elevated our bilateral relations significantly, and we have agreed to work together in various areas such as sports, cultural exchange, digital public infrastructure, and digital payment systems, and so on. The naming of street in New Delhi as Jamaica Marg, like we have a street named in Kingston as Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Avenue, is a symbol of deep-rooted cultural and historical ties. The visit of Prime Minister Holness has set in motion multiple bilateral engagements in areas of defense, healthcare, education, capacity building. We are now collaborating with each other at a faster pace. India has also recently dispatched 60 tons of emergency medical equipment, gensets, and other utilities relief for Jamaica's humanitarian needs. India is also assisting UNDP, United Nations Development Program, and Food and Agriculture Organization with $1 million community development project in Kingston for the farming community. We have several projects which are in pipeline, such as solarization, drug testing laboratories, portable hospitals, forensic cooperation, which we are continuing to explore. The Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Program, that is a scholarship program for training and capacity building, currently has 20 scholarships for Jamaica alone, and within the ambit of CARICOM, we are planning to increase this to a much larger figure. This also includes 6 defense training programs. These scholarships will continue to expand as our relationship grows. Jamaica is a key partner in various global initiatives with India, including International Solar Alliance, and has also been invited and is a founding member of Coalition for Disaster Resilience Infrastructure, and also has been invited for Islands of Resilient States initiative. We are also looking forward to Jamaica joining the Global Biofuel Alliance. We are working on multilateral issues of common interest, including human rights, United Nations reforms, United Nations Security Council expansion, and so on. New initiatives in areas of films and sports are also being explored to deepen the people-to-people linkages and enhance tourism between the two countries. As of now, today, we have 3 sprinting coaches from Jamaica training our Indian athletes in India. India and Jamaica engagement is now casted in a 7-pillar partnership framework, as we say. Incidentally, it has an acronym of CARICOM. C for capacity building, A for agriculture, R for renewable energy, I for innovation and technology, C for cricket and culture, O for ocean economy, and M for medicine and healthcare. As we celebrate our Republic Day, we reaffirm India's commitment to deepening ties with Jamaica, our shared vision for progress, driven by 5 T's, as we put it in the Indian High Commission, that is trade, tourism, technology, talent, and tradition, can create meaningful and lasting partnerships. Together, we can build a future and prosperity and inclusivity for our people together. Thank you so much.
বাংলার বায়ু বাংলার ফল পূর্ণ হোক পূর্ণ হোক পূর্ণ হোক হে ভগবান বাঙালির পণ বাঙালির আশা বাঙালির কাজ বাঙালির ভাষা বাঙালির পণ বাঙালির আশা বাঙালির কাজ বাঙালির ভাষা
am delighted to offer, on behalf of the government and people of Jamaica, heartiest congratulations on India's 76th Republic Day. On this day, 75 years ago, the Constitution of India came into effect, marking an important milestone in India's journey towards becoming one of the world's most influential nations. As the government of a country which also deeply believes in democracy and maintains our strong democratic traditions, we celebrate with Her Excellency Srimati Draupadi Murmu and His Excellency Shri Narendra Modi, the President and Prime Minister respectively of the Republic of India, who earlier expressly hailed the great women and men who diligently and creatively crafted the Indian Constitution to ensure that the country's journey was one rooted in democracy, dignity, and unity. Jamaica is also pleased to join in their hailing of Dr. Ambedkar, who, as you have just heard, we honored with a street name in Kingston during the visit of the former President Sri Ramnath Kovind, and who, of course, chaired the Indian Constitutional Drafting Committee. I take this opportunity to also extend warmest greetings to my colleague and counterpart, Dr. S. Jaishankar, whose conduct of his portfolio and his warm fraternity have underpinned the strengthening of the bilateral cooperation between our countries over the past several years. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we understand that this year's Republic Day celebrations are being held under the theme Swarnim Bharat, Virasat aur Vikas, Golden India, Heritage and Development. This theme highlights the link between the ancient and the modern, between India's distinguished place among the oldest civilizations and as a source of knowledge and wisdom, as well as India's extraordinary transformation into one of the world's largest and most dynamic economies. Over the last 7 decades, India has become a global leader in agriculture and manufacturing, infrastructure development, education and vocational training, science and technology, banking and finance, pharmaceuticals, health and wellness, as well as space exploration. India's resilience, creativity, and ingenuity continue to inspire the world. As a most ardent voice of the global South, India has also emerged as an advocate for the needs of developing countries, demonstrating its commitment to advancing global cooperation and equity through many of the programs mentioned by High Commissioner just now. And in the spirit of in the same spirit rather of India's constitution, we recognize your drive towards creating a more inclusive and sustainable world. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we value the long-standing bond between Jamaica and India. Our cultural ties are rooted in the arrival of the first contingent of Indians to Jamaica in 1845 aboard the SS Blundell. In recognition of this historic milestone, on the 10th of May, we will celebrate the 180th anniversary of this arrival. We note that there are approximately 70,000 persons of Indian descent currently in Jamaica, plus 5,000 considered members of the diaspora directly, one of the largest groups in the Caribbean, as well as, and we would say, one of the most successful. The Indian diaspora in Jamaica has made significant contributions to our society, enriching our national fabric with their traditions, cuisine, values, and perspectives. Our 62 years of diplomatic relations have therefore flourished on the foundations of a deep connection, strong people-to-people ties, shared principles, and mutual respect. Over the years, our bilateral relations have grown stronger, with cooperation in areas such as capacity development, culture, sports, climate-related matters, renewable energy, and digital transformation. The Government of India has consistently supported our development efforts, including through its Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Program, of which you have just heard, and the continued deepening of that program and its expansion through CARICOM is expected this year. India has been critical also to the enhancement of sports in Jamaica, with a particular focus on cricket, a sport for which we both share a strong affinity, although at this point not necessarily the same level of, we won't say any more, But India's generous contributions have included the provision of cricket equipment and floodlights at Sabina Park, and we will soon, High Commissioner, celebrate further in this regard. Stay tuned. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, last October, at the invitation of Prime Minister Modi, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness became the first Jamaican Prime Minister to embark on an official visit to the Republic of India, which represented a historical milestone and a new level of deepening of our partnership. I was honored to participate in that official visit, which resulted in meaningful outcomes, including the signing of 4 memoranda of understanding and the symbolic naming of a street, Jamaica Marg, in New Delhi. The visit not only reaffirmed the strength of our partnership, but also served as a powerful signal of our bright future ahead, including through the additional MOUs which are currently under negotiation. Ladies and gentlemen, India's journey from independence in 1947 to modern times has seen Indians throw off and overcome many relics of a colonial mindset. Its constitution, declaring it a republic in 1950, laid the foundations for national unity, embodying the collective spirit and will of the prosperous India we celebrate today. May India's Republic Day inspire all Jamaicans to greater hope and determination to move forward with the necessary work and cooperation so that we too may diligently and creatively usher in a new era in Jamaica, a republic of our own that we celebrate with collective joy and pride. As I conclude, it would be remiss of me not to acknowledge the exceptional work of High Commissioner Joshi and his dedicated team at the High Commission. In just 6 months since presenting his credentials, the High Commissioner has demonstrated a tireless commitment to strengthening the bonds between our countries, organizing humanitarian relief supplies, and playing a pivotal role in the aforementioned successful official visit. Excellency, your commitment to building this on the solid foundation laid by your predecessors has already yielded outstanding results. We are sincerely grateful for your leadership, and the Ministry remains committed to working alongside you and your team as we continue to seek the collective prosperity of our peoples and countries. High Commissioner, if you would join me, and ladies and gentlemen, if you would join us.
Ambassador of India to Jamaica Mayank Joshi underlines the importance of the local and global celebration of the auspicious day.
Today we celebrate the 76th Republic Day of India. This is celebrated to commemorate the enactment of our Constitution, which was enacted on 26th January 1950. This event is actually celebrated all over the world by all Indian missions and even in India as our national day. But this is also an opportunity for us to invite all stakeholders in India-Jamaica relations, particularly the government of Jamaica representatives, the diplomats, our colleagues who are working here in Jamaica, also businessmen, community, Indian community members. We have around 70,000 Indian diaspora members here in Jamaica, who are as a solid bridge between to people links between India and Jamaica. And also other stakeholders, including media, academia, businessmen, and also develop relationship with them. And this also gives me an opportunity today, as you must have heard in my speech, to share with Jamaica, with the people in Jamaica, residing in Jamaica, about the progress which India is making at a rapid pace, and the message of our Prime Minister and also our Foreign Minister with regard to India being a friend to the world, as we call as Vishwa Bandhu.
He went on to speak to the 4 pillars that will be invested to enhance the Jamaica-India initiative.
We talked about India-Jamaica bilateral relations and the opportunities which we are exploring. It was during the Prime Minister Holness visit to India recently, which was the first bilateral visit by Prime Minister of India, official visit. There were 4 memorandum of understandings which we signed in the sports, cultural exchange program, digital public infrastructure, and digital payment system. In addition to that, there were several other areas where we have already started engagements. These are areas in healthcare, in agricultural, in education, in capacity building areas also. We have a ITEC program, that is our technical and economic cooperation program. We have 20 scholarships for Jamaica, and we are looking at expanding these scholarships. Other areas are healthcare areas. Healthcare area, we are looking at certain memorandum of understanding, a broader cooperation, where we could be looking at not only building healthcare capacity, but also medical equipments and human resource and hospital management.
This has been the coverage of India's Republic Day here at India House in Kingston, Jamaica. I'm Raquel Robinson. Thank you for watching.